What up? It's your boy, Pat Ars. Quick Six of Collective. This is going to be a fun one. So we have a few things in this episode that are pretty fun. I just did a podcast with the Anyone Can Die guys, Kenny Bond and Nathaniel Covington. And so go and check that out if it's not already out. And go subscribe to all their channels and their podcasts and stuff. But so for this episode, I was like, man, I got Scream on the brain. Might as well check in with Brittany because we talked about Scream back in the day, and we're like, man, we should share our thoughts when we have both seen it. So stay tuned for that in the second half of this episode. But coming up right now is Kenny Bond and Nathaniel Covington from Anyone Can Die podcast talking about their St. Patrick's Day horror movie suggestions. So when you're sitting there thinking about, man, I'm hungover, what should I watch on the TV? Since this is right after St. Patty's Day, go ahead and pop on one of these. And while you're at it, go ahead and check out your boys and hit subscribe.
Near beer.
Oh, wow.
Nuh-uh.
All right. I don't need, who needs
I'm trying. There's a tick. Okay.
you gotta get a good little sliver of that.
This whole NA beer shit is kind of a weird trend right now.
Well, I'm
Between
down.
that and seltzers, everyone's rocking that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're going. You should
Great.
get into the.
Oh, you gonna get
Anyone
in?
tune into
Oh!
your present, you just
Yeah,
have,
sure.
hey, this is me and Pat. We're talking
Oh, yeah.
non-alcoholic beer this afternoon.
No, we already know Jake.
Hey,
Shout out to Jake, by the way. I hope he's doing good.
Yes.
Anyways, no, we're gonna talk about you guys' thoughts since St. Patty's Day is the day after you're hearing this, or day before you're hearing this. Yeah,
Yeah.
day before you're hearing this particular episode. What is some give me drop some gems on me for people that are hungover sitting at home after St. Patty's Day that they can watch horror wise.
Ooh.
so would we? There's not a lot, right?
No.
I mean, or somebody's gonna think like we're assholes because like well, there's not a lot. There's probably a whole lot, but
It really isn't.
what'd you think? Like, I mean, the obvious one is like Leprechaun, but you don't want to watch that.
Jennifer Aniston coming
Yeah.
through, if you're a Friends fan, which you shouldn't be.
No, there's that Scream connect though.
True.
Yeah,
Mm.
true.
And you
Well,
can't get enough of that shit apparently.
We looked it up. Leprechaun has 7 sequels. So if you're hungover really bad, you definitely have some watching to do if you choose Leprechaun.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
7
Yeah.
sequels.
7?
7.
Yeah.
So 8 films total.
Oh wow.
I know your favorite's Rawhead Rex.
That's just the one because it's like based in Ireland. And
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not even like St. Patrick's Day, but it's just like by default, it's one that you'll bring up just because of Ireland.
Yeah.
It was not like fun Ireland. It's not like it's like people in trailers and they're like it's
I enjoyed it.
no, it's all. I mean, I wouldn't describe Rawhead Rex as awesome, but I mean it's.
The scariest thing. You're gonna enjoy this.
Shit. What?
Rawhead Rex. I was pulling movies I hadn't seen before.
Okay.
And Kenny's like, save that one until I can watch it with you. We watched it somewhere in the first 2 weeks of March, pretty much around now in 2020.
Mhm.
And he went, holy shit, the first case in Tennessee just hit of COVID. And
Of
that was the
Rawhead
last time. me
Yeah,
and
the
him
first case of
saw each
Rawhead Rex.
other.
He's
COVID.
here.
Did I say Rawhead Rex? No,
right? Yeah,
Did he?
That's
I don't
what-
know.
that's what
No,
Pat
no.
said. He said the first case. He said Rawhead Rex.
No,
I was
no.
like,
For
fuck yeah.
instance, like for the video version, this is Rawhead Rex.
Dude,
Fucking
Yeah,
the
terrible.
monster
There
is
he
so
is.
sick.
It's like
Okay.
some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rubber suit.
Yeah, yeah. What
Yes.
is that? What did the two bad guys in the second one? Ninja
Uh,
Turtles? This looks like if those two.
Toka and Razor.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's like the turtle and the wolf.
yeah. So if these two had a baby, that's what Rawhead Rex is.
Yeah, the movie was not great, but it was
No.
awesome. But it was really creepy because we found about COVID that day. like,
Yeah,
being in
COVID
Tennessee.
was scary, and Rawhead Rex not so much. And the dogs during the recording is also.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
they're great.
Awesome.
They're terrifying.
I hope you have fans of dogs.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a big dog fan. Actually, Brittany will be on
Raw
this
Dog
episode.
Rex.
Yeah, Raw Dog Rex.
Raw Dog
Brittany will
Rex.
be on this episode. And
Yay.
she regularly brings Wednesday her pug on. the show.
Great.
Oh man. Well, I know that There's a new film, Boys from County Hell is a really good one.
Okay.
It's done in 2020.
Okay.
We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
No,
Any,
did you watch Extraordinary? Was that what it was called? With the guy that never does research for podcasts?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
though.
okay. Well, it was they were Irish.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Huh.
I'm totally grasping at straws.
No.
What was that one movie that was like? I don't know if it was Irish. It might have been English. They were like they went to a nightclub and it got like hella gory. Like it was like maybe Nazis or something trapped him in there.
Oh no, I'm thinking of something different. Then there's.
Nazis,
The
man.
Green Room, maybe.
Oh yeah.
That was in Portland, Oregon.
Yep.
It
That
was?
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could
The Green Room. I mean, you're Irish. I guess you. They
Well, I
won't,
was
Yeah, you
thinking,
can watch
they
that.
won't pinch you. They'll just
No.
have a Doberman and rip your guts out like they did on that movie. That movie was fucked up, but it was awesome.
It was super fucked up.
I Googled, just straight up Googled like Irish horror. There wasn't a ton, but then we sat down and I got really upset with myself because the hat,
Yeah.
the ultimate
with the
You're fucking
Shamrock.
St.
Favorite
Patrick
one.
and St. Patrick's Day and Halloween mashup is this year is the 40th anniversary
You would've
of the
seen
greatest
it.
horror film of all
You can't
time.
stop talking about this
You
movie.
really can't.
There it
Fuck
is.
every just to shoehorn in
You can't see
Halloween
it.
3
The
again.
masks up there. There's the video over there.
There it is.
It's everywhere. It's on my leg.
Yeah.
One of the greatest horror movies ever made.
Did you
Silver Shamrock.
Silver Shamrock. The other one else. Did you ever see? I think it's called High Spirits.
No.
With Daryl Hannah and Steve Gutenberg,
Ooh.
where they go to like the haunted. It's like a haunted castle, but it's all phony. It's a put on, and then like real ghosts like begin to occur.
No, this is another Irish one.
Yeah, I think that it's Irish. I mean, it's like vaguely
What was the name of it again?
High Spirits, and it's got Peter O'Toole,
Yep.
isn't it?
Whoa, yeah, this is crazy looking.
I remember watching that one when I was a little kid, and it made quite an impression on me. I really like it. It's kind of a silly movie, but I mean, it's watchable. If you
88?
Yep.
that would be my recommendation, just because apparently neither one of them have seen it. It's going to make me look like a real horror fan now. So go with that. High Spirits.
Yeah,
that was 80.
88.
I knew 88.
Yeah. Is that Meryl?
Who?
Meryl Streep?
No,
It's,
Daryl Stana. Daryl Stana.
Daryl Stana.
Daryl Hannah.
Yeah.
Dude, sideways
I'm
view of an
drinking-
iPad.
Keep drinking fucking non-alcoholic
And
beer.
I'm gone. Yo,
I hate it.
if you're gonna watch one with the family,
Okay.
that's a little bit of spooky because this movie scared the hell out of me when I was little. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It's a Disney movie, but it's old school Disney, and it's
All right.
got
Okay.
Actual frightening shit in it.
it's got Sean Connery in it.
Okay.
But there's this that they talk about the Banshee, which is part of Irish
Oh,
folklore.
yeah.
And they have like this crazy special effects where there's a Banshee in it, and it scared me to death when I was little.
Isn't there?
There's one.
Okay, so there's one. Yeah, no, that's definitely not. Which there's an Ernest one, like an Ernest movie, isn't that?
There's a Halloween Ernest, and I don't remember if it's.
What's the one with
Ernest
the
Scared
troll?
Stupid.
Is that
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
Ernest Scared Stupid.
okay?
I don't-
That's definitely on Halloween, right?
Yeah, it's more Halloween.
That shit was scary as
And
fuck.
filmed around here.
Was it really?
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
he's
in East Nashville.
as far
Really?
as I know. I think so.
Yep, the hardware store. They show it all. Someone, I think you've posted something about it before. A few other people have posted stuff about it. Yeah.
But not St. Patty's Day.
No, that one's not. But you're making me think of something like he had something.
I feel like he
St.
had something that was
Patrick's Day.
kind of creepy.
I don't know.
Ernest?
What was the one with the troll? Was that the Halloween one?
That was the Ernest Scared Stupid.
And there's just
yeah.
Troll, the movie from '86,
I really like Troll. We're getting off subject.
and Troll
though.
2. Yeah, well, really, you just need to watch Halloween 3, y'all.
All right, so Halloween 3.
Sure. The other
Kenny's dismay. Halloween 3.
was and I always get like I'm like starting to like split hairs here between like Irish and Scottish, but there was a Tales from the Dark Side episode that was the Cuddy Black Sow, where it's like there's some kind of Irish monster,
Whoa, I
or
don't
it
know.
might be Scottish, and again that would be another one if you could look it up. That would be ethnic enough.
You feel like you didn't know any. Now he's just
I
like,
know,
bam, bam,
It's
bam,
just
bam.
coming right as you start.
Yeah.
That's just I'm natural, you
Fucking
just you
rattle.
start reeling the thing, and it just all just comes out of me. It's just natural talent.
That is it's a natural talent. All right, well that clears it.
Yep, that's all I got.
All right, we're agreeing to the monsters.
Bye,
Thank you.
enjoy.
All right. Well, hope you liked that. That was pretty fun. Again, shout out to Kenny and Nathaniel for having me on, and go and check out their podcast. This next upcoming thing is me and your girl. I'm sorry, my cat's all up on me if you, for the video people. For audio people, I mean. This is your girl, Brittany Fernandez, and me talking about Scream 5, our thoughts for Scream 6, and how we just our general overview of everything Scream. Love you guys, appreciate it. Go check it out. Bye. We are live, right?
Recording is in progress per Zoom.
All right, so oh fuck, I gotta get my note. I made notes. My bad.
Okay, I didn't make any notes. I feel not prepared.
No, these are from yesterday. So anyways, so me and Brittany have been talking about doing a reaction to Scream 5 for a while, and we're putting this on the back end of a intro for what I'm going to be doing with Anyone Can Die podcast with Nathaniel and Kenny, and a little excerpt of Nathaniel and Kenny's top what's it called, St. Patrick's Day horror movies. We did a little like clip, so you'll see that in between this and what we're about to do. Well, I guess now if you're seeing this now, then fuck, you already saw that. So anyway, yeah, so check that out. Anyways, so shout out to Kenny and Nathaniel. Cheers to them. St. Patty's Day. Cheers to them.
I hope they're having a great night.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, shout out to them for having me on there, and go check out their podcast and subscribe and stuff. It's gonna be fun. It's a shit show the first half, I'm pretty sure, and then the second half, because we recorded twice, before and after I'd seen Scream 5. So
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah, so, and I even did some predictions during the first one, and I am shockingly correct. So
Oh.
shockingly, down to the full spoilers for fucking Scream 5, by the way.
Yeah. Don't listen to this unless you
Yeah,
know what you're getting into.
100%. So Scream 5, yeah, down to I guessed that there was going to be an illegitimate baby from Billy.
You what?
I straight up.
Okay, full disclosure, I did not listen to that episode because I was going to listen to it after, and then it just never happened.
Yeah,
But you guessed that?
I guessed it. Which is, I might have been a little faded when I did it. I'm a little
And you
faded.
didn't look anything up on the internet.
No, nothing. No fucking trial. I didn't even know Billy was going to be in it.
I didn't either.
I was just like, okay, but I was like, all right, well, what can they do with a fucking requel,
Yeah.
And I was like, they have to do something with Billy. So I was like, and then I made up this whole storyline, and then, bro, I'm not even telling you, like, I was looking this shit up, and I was like, oh my God, this shit was legit. Like, it was fucking right. Stupid. Anyway. All right, B. Oh, I'm gonna turn your volume down over here. Your volume is crazy high.
I had to let my dog back inside the office.
Oh yeah. So here's my highlights from Scream 5 before we go over our notes. Kirby's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, here's two things that you should go check out. If you're listening to this already and you're interested in Scream 5, like a full breakdown, because we're not going to do that. This is just our thoughts. Full breakdowns, 3C Films on YouTube and Zach Cherry on YouTube both have full movie breakdowns of this whole thing, which is really cool to check out. And I watched them both, which I don't normally do. I don't normally watch like full breakdowns of shit on YouTube ever. So
I never watched that stuff. Maybe I
Yeah.
should start.
I don't know. It was pretty cool. I was surprised at some of the stuff that I didn't notice during the movie, which was, and then I went back and watched it. But before we get into all of the craziness of this, in preparation to do that podcast with Nathaniel and Kenny, I watched the movie twice, fully through. Watched all of the bonus features on iTunes Extras, which was only like 3.
Mhm.
And then I watched the movie again with the director and writer commentary on, which is
Okay.
fascinating. And I'm like, oh, sorry. So I'm gonna hit you with my highlights.
Okay.
Like I said, Kirby's alive.
Mhm.
Big bummer she's not in there. Love us some Hayden between this pair right here.
Mhm.
I mean, we do.
We got history.
We got history, us and Hayden. That little lady. Are you're taller than Hayden, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got some height difficulties.
We got some history. Mhm.
Yeah. Tatum on Dewey's Shelf. First
Mhm.
reference to her in the entire series after her death in the first one. The
Yep.
twins are the best part. Tara should not have been the main. Sam was not as likable as I wanted her to be. The toxic fandom theme was pretty cool once I really thought about it and watched it a couple times. It made sense. It was pretty dope.
Mhm.
I didn't know this, but Dewey's theme, I watched in one of these breakdowns. So Dewey's theme only comes into play in Scream 2 and Scream 5. And I did not know this, but that theme is actually from Broken Arrow. That movie, Broken Arrow, and it's a Hans Zimmer like clip.
I had
And
no idea.
I hadn't either. And apparently, what's up, everybody on this Instagram live? Anyway,
Oh, hi,
why am I
Kat.
not- people are wondering why I'm not looking at the camera. So, Senor DeWitt, we are doing a live show, but we're like filming the live show, but we're doing a live show. So it's kind of weird. So we're talking about fucking Scream 5 right now.
Hey, Meg.
And yeah, everybody says hey. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you for checking it out. So yeah, Hans Zimmer is Broken Arrow. Dewey's theme is a clip from that.
Had no idea about that.
And so Jack Quaid, at first I was like, man, this dude is whatever, is a killer. And then I started listening to this director commentary. This motherfucker and the other girl that's the other killer went on the Scream Reddit and were posting as Stabhead months before the fucking movie came out.
I love that.
That's cool as shit.
I
huh?
love that because if you've seen the movie, that that's kind of the
That's his whole
theme.
thing.
The
Yeah.
theme of the killers of this
Yeah.
this generation. And we had the conversation off air,
Yeah.
whatnot. I didn't know how I felt about the motive and the motivation behind the killers of Scream 5.
Mhm.
I felt like it wasn't as exciting, but
Yeah.
that's because it's a very current and a very like modern day motive. Like,
Yeah.
people nowadays will get on the internet and say whatever the fuck they want and
Yeah.
like, have opinions and have everything like out there in the open.
Yeah. It's
And
kind
I
of
feel like that's a very like Scream 5 definitely represented that in a certain way. And it kind of goes back to the previous Scream films where they kind of use the modern day themes and like social commentaries, if you will, during that time. So I appreciate it a
Mhm.
little bit more after my friend Brandon, who does the Vix Flicks podcast, like
Yeah.
he talked about it a little bit, and I wasn't as excited about the motive behind the killings until we had that conversation.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, no, isn't Brandon's part of Sobros too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon. Check out this. So Nathaniel gave me this because he went and saw one of the early screenings.
That's awesome.
And at the bottom, if under the in theaters January 14th, 2022, it says
Mhm.
copyright 2021, which is when it was supposed to come out originally, which is
Mhm.
fucking hilarious.
That's great.
And it's a sticker that I'm never gonna remove, obviously, but
But you're just not going to put it anywhere.
no, I'm going to keep this forever.
You're not going to put it on anything.
I might put it on some. Do you want it? Fuck, I don't know.
Patrick, put your stickers on.
I
things.
have stickers all over my shit. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Anyways, actually, this is another thing.
Life's too short. Put your stickers
I know.
on shit.
I 100% agree with that. I got some beer stickers for you then. Quick shout out. We were just in me and other Quick Sixer collective member, your boy Connor Bailey. We're just in Fayetteville, Arkansas together, hanging out, and we got to check out this other Quick Sixer collective recommended brewery by Adam Knitch. Fucking Fossil Cove. This is IPA number 3.
I love that label.
Their whole thing is like this, like all of it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's very cool. This is a 6.3 or 6.0 IPA, obviously. I've actually haven't had this one yet, so this will be fun. But yeah, we went there because Adam said we were going there anyways to hang, and Adam said that he had done True Detective season 3. Speaking of murder mysteries,
What do you mean he'd done it? What does that mean?
Oh, him and his fiance were set decks on that show.
Oh, gotcha.
So if you've seen that show and you saw the Pink Room, they made the Pink Room.
Dang.
Yeah, which is creepy as shit. He sent me pictures like months before it came out, and he's like, "Check this thing out." Which, oh shit, probably fucked up his NDA right there. My bad.
I mean,
Anyway, B, what's your overall thoughts on Scream 5? Scream 2022.
you have already watched it more than I have because I saw it in theaters once in February. So it's been like a month and some odd weeks removed.
This is very good, by the way.
Yeah, it's good. Good stuff.
See, it's a very classic IPA.
That's nice.
Like,
sometimes
dark,
that's
though.
kind of what you're looking for.
Like dark though. Look at
Oh
that.
shit, that's really dark.
Yeah, kind of. It's bet it says like
That's a little bit of
amber
an
colored.
Yeah, there's a
like,
little bit of amber tint to it.
but like you can put it near the light. It's not really that ambery. It's like pretty dark and it's very foamy. But anyway,
It's not my favorite Scream movie.
yeah,
I don't know if that's just because I'm old and bitter.
oh, such a bitter lady.
I'm just very bitter. It's like leave my generation alone, sort of like, leave the memories alone.
Yeah,
But I did leave the theater having a good time, and I was kind of surprised about the killers, and I appreciated their callbacks to like the previous films.
yeah.
It just didn't feel the same to me.
Oh, okay.
It
Well, with
didn't
that,
feel
what-
like a Scream movie.
okay. Well, with saying that though, did Scream 4 feel like a Scream movie to you?
Yes, and I know that kind of makes me a hypocrite because Scream 4 is one of my top favorite. Like Scream 4 is probably, I know we do rankings or whatever, but it's in my top 3 of Scream movies.
Oh, me too.
I
We did-
fucking love that movie.
I do too. I think it's brilliant. And actually, I did end up at the end of the at the end of the podcast I did with Anyone Can Die, I did throw out my official ranking. So go and check that out if you want to hear my actual ranking, but I'm not going to do it here. But anyways, yeah, it felt like a Scream movie to me.
Yeah.
but it definitely only in certain ways. So obviously the opening
Hmm.
is a Scream movie, you know. That opening kill will not kill, which is kind of crazy.
Hmm.
Um and all of the locations in it. If you check out these breakdowns that I was talking about and the director commentary, they went into really, really deep detail as far as like dressing these characters and where they shot them and like the stages they built and stuff.
Hmm.
So all of that is like dead on. This is
Yeah.
basically if you did a Back to the Future movie with Scream in it. That's what it is. Like they launched 25 years into the future, 20 years in the future, and then they had to deal with what was going on in the same place, in the
Mhm.
same locations.
Hmm.
It's kind of interesting that way. I'm actually, and I'm also very excited because I don't think they did any of these in like Scream 2 or 3, but the practical effect of the kid they called Wes getting stabbed through the neck is fucking awesome. Like it's so cool. And I was like we were watching it for the first time and I turned to Meg. I was like, holy shit, that's practical. Like they're actually doing this. And sure enough, they did. They built an apparatus to like
Yeah.
push a knife through this kid's throat, which is like, oh, what the fuck? Like kind of sadistic, but like
But
amazing.
that's kind of sometimes in the big budget movies or whatever, it's kind of lost.
Mhm.
Practical effects are kind of lost and add so much more to films and so much more to horror films. Like
Yeah.
it makes it feel a little bit more genuine and intimate and sort of a DIY sort of
Yeah.
way of thinking.
Yeah. All in all, I think I feel the same way about you. This is in 5 is in it might be in my top. It's pretty up there. I said I can't
Yeah.
say the ranking. It's up there because I like it. After I like really think about it, but it is there's certain things like that. Like it's very intimate the way like these kills are and in the whole thing. Even when Richie reveals that he's a killer, he's full up on this girl's face. And like
I loved him being the killer because it was a callback to the first one where you were like, okay,
it's the boyfriend immediately.
It's the boyfriend, and he looks so creepy and he's so suspicious, but maybe it's too obvious that it's him.
Yeah.
And in this one, you were like, are they doing the same thing? Or
Yeah.
maybe it is too obvious that it's him. Like, I liked how they kind of played off the theme of the first one where you weren't really sure. Even when you watch the first one now, you're like, is it him though? I've seen that movie
Yeah.
like 30 million times and I'm still like,
is it Billy? Is it going to be
Billy
Billy this time I watch
Billy
it?
would never.
It won't be Billy this time when I watch it.
Yeah.
It'll
And
just
I'm like,
be
oh
Stu.
no, it's Billy.
Oh my god, this fucking guy that climbed in a window right after killing a girl down the street.
And you're
Yeah.
like, but they're telling us the truth up front, but we don't want to believe it because our minds are not made to believe something that's so obvious.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I love that. I kind of wish they didn't blow it in like the marketing, but I love that Stu's house was the end.
Yeah.
It was the third act.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with some crazy trivia I learned. The toast, the 4 West.
The West, yeah.
The only reason Kevin Williamson signed on to consult for this movie is because the writers said that the whole movie would be dedicated to Wes Craven. It's the only reason. Yeah. The entire third act is for Wes Craven. So the reason they named that kid Wes is so they could kill him and then dedicate the third act to him. So the 4 West sign is is not for
A
Kid
whole
West.
party.
Yeah, it's not for him. You know, the when one of the twins raises a shot glass and says for Wes, and like, you know, they toast to Wes Craven, obviously. What you don't see is that everyone that's been in a Scream movie is on set and does the toast.
Wait, I thought it was
Yes.
just the audio.
Nope.
Okay, well that's fucking cool.
Yeah. Fucking Matthew Lillard
Mm-hmm.
is in the scene. Is when what's her name, Amber's walking through the hallways and like goes to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
He's turned around. You see the back of his head, but he's in the fucking house again. This man is just stays being in the background of parties at Scream movies after he's already been a killer and had a TV dropped on his face. So
See, here's the disadvantage of being someone who likes to collect physical media.
mhm.
I don't fucking want this on digital. I want this
Yeah,
where I could put it into a Blu-ray player and like watch it and like
I
do
agree.
all that. I don't
You'll
want it
hear-
on digital.
you'll hear all that.
I
I'm
want this
sure all
now.
this. I know. I'm sure all this shit will be on that on the
Yeah.
Blu-ray that comes out. But it's I just think it's awesome. Like all those people came back just to do that, or like be a
that's
part
really
of
cool.
it, or that's so cool. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they said, you might be right, it might just be audio, but I'm pretty sure they said it was everybody was there.
I mean, I'd have to look. I don't know. I honestly
Yeah.
didn't look at the too in depth into this
no.
trivia and behind the scenes sort of situation
Well,
because
yeah, I mean, it's just kind of fresh in my head because I
yeah.
did that thing with Anyone Could Die yesterday. So, and I watched that shit literally yesterday, that commentary. So,
I love it.
So, man, I don't know. Like, all right. So, my thoughts for 6, though. Okay. What are your thoughts for 6? I want to hear you. Because it's already been announced they're making it. Courtney Cox has already signed on.
Right. Yes, I did see that. And they're starting to film it in June.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm trying to get on
They
that.
even have a fucking script yet.
Let me work on that shit.
Yeah, get on there. Drop whatever you have.
Yeah. Let me try to get on that. But I don't I know that there's been talks of Sydney being the killer. There was talks
Oh?
of Sydney being the killer on this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
People wanted her to be the killer. I just don't think that's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
We were
She-
having this conversation on the phone yesterday. We were
Yeah.
saying she's the ultimate final girl.
She is.
She's
And-
my personal favorite final girl
Yeah.
because I love Nev Campbell and I love this character and I love everything that Nev Campbell's in.
Yes.
But I just don't see her as being the killer. Now
She
that she
won't.
has a family, she has a
Yeah.
husband and kids and shit. Like now, I definitely don't see her being.
It's not happening, kids. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
So where do we think this is going to go as far as?
So, all right. Here's my thought. I, from the jump, wanted Kirby to be the killer in this one. I wanted her to just flip a switch and literally kill everyone that was involved with that entire history, like every family member.
She
All
did
of them.
have horror movie trivia down. She was very into
Exactly.
horror movies and stuff, so I could see that being a thing.
Yeah. So she was Scream 4's Randy. That was her purpose.
Yeah.
But she was such a cool character. I feel like they should have brought her back for 5 if they could. They tried, I think, but they didn't. They couldn't work it out. And I want her to be the killer so bad because like she would be such a good killer.
Yeah.
But
Because as much as Hayden is a good baby face, good person,
yeah,
her as a villain is a whole different ball
Yeah,
game
it would be
we're
dope.
dealing with. She would bring that, absolutely.
Yeah. I think her character's cool and like people could accept that she would be a killer, you know, after like just being left for dead in the back porch. No one went and even checked on her. Like,
Yeah, you have a great point.
yeah.
Damn, now I'm all for Team Kirby as
Yeah,
the
I'm Team
fucking
Kirby.
ghost
Oh, yeah.
face.
So I hope Kirby's the killer. Honestly, I hope Sam dies the beginning.
God, she's the worst. She was so bad.
Not good, but
No.
what I want or what I really want is this. What I think, but I think it works for this. Okay, so Jenny Ortega's character gets attacked at the beginning of 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Jenna Ortega.
Jenna
And,
Ortega.
yeah. She gets attacked in the beginning of 5. She has a sister, which is not a thing that's happened in Scream yet. There's no sister dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
Flip that. Kill Sam. Make
Uh-huh.
Jenna the fucking final girl because she deserves it. Because she took a fucking beating in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just beaten left and right. All right. I have some gripes about that too. There's no way she's pulling herself out of a hospital bed when she's been stabbed like 100 times in her back.
There's also, I have opinions about how a teenage girl overpowered Dewey as a grown-ass man.
There's a lot of that. Yeah, Amber is a big question mark on this one.
I did not like her.
No. I think Richie was cool as a killer. She didn't really. I get it. I get how it worked structurally, but like, I don't know. Maybe you should have switched her role and that Liv girl's role, because Liv kind of the one that was dating the other twin, the guy twin. Because when she did her little crazy bit she looked fucking nuts. So I was like, she should be the fucking other
but
killer.
It's also like, what? So we're having this conversation, right? Like, how many people had this conversation about the past Scream movies? Like, there's no way that Billy's mom could overpower this person. But like, no, that's like, I can rationalize that in my head, but I can't rationalize this fucking teenage girl.
Yeah.
Overthrowing Dewey in a hospital.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate that. She's on my side.
Oh yeah. What'd she say?
She said there's no way she could do that.
I know, like it's kind of ridiculous, but also
it's also like, how much do I need to suspend my disbelief? Like, how much do I need to like not care about the logistics of things?
Well, you know what we talked about. So we just did a Britney's Brew review for April. We said one, or did we say what was that this episode? The thing we're talking about right now. We talked about Dewey's theme.
Yeah.
Was this or was it that?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Anyways, so we talked about Dewey's theme. So as far as how they're going to kill off a legacy character, I feel like it had to be fucking dope if they were going to do it.
But it wasn't. It wasn't dope. It wasn't dope at all.
You're tripping, bro. Like this. So no, this was the best way that was going to happen.
Vest?
She was, Caitlin. She was wearing a bulletproof vest, like a fucking pussy Roman from 3.
So if it was anybody else that killed him, I would think that it would be epic.
She thought it was Gail. Nah, bro.
Gail
didn't wear. Gail. You know what's funny about Gail? Gail should have put on a bulletproof vest. How come this girl stays getting shot or stabbed in the same spot every time? You know?
But the thing I disagree. I thought we would see that twist at the end. She was doing it for New Book with you.
Yeah.
But so here's the thing.
Yeah.
About characters like Gail, they always have a weakness, and it's always love.
Yeah.
And the only person she ever loved was Dewey.
Yeah.
So Dewey. I don't think it would be her, because That's the only person in her. We go back.
Well, yeah. Well, there's that double sided sword or whatever with that, because the only reason Dewey died is because of Gale. His phone
Yeah.
rang and he lost focus. I mean, let's not even step aside it though. He's a bullshit shot, so he probably would have missed anyway. Even though he's aiming
So-
dead on her face.
I just wish they would have made it, and this is maybe I'm being a sexist prick. I don't know. I just wish they would have made it to be like the other guy that killed him, not like a teenage girl. Because me as a teenage girl in fucking
Ooh.
high school as like a 17-year-old could not
Yeah.
overthrow a fucking
Grown ass man.
deputy of the
I don't
law.
I kind of, is this your friend on Instagram that's talking to us?
Yeah, this is Caitlin.
all right, Caitlin. I hoped it was the twins for a sec, because the Randy whole background story was dope.
Mhm.
And that shrine that they had to him in the house was really fucking
It-
awkwardly big. Like,
I feel like if it was Randy, we would have all like ended the movie like, fuck yeah, fuck those people, like you die, bitches.
yeah. But going back to it, the twins are the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Like,
Mhm.
besides Jenna Ortega, like she was great. Like, great. And like, as soon as she was, when they all right, so the beginning when they try to kill her off, I was like, fuck, man, this girl's killing it. Like, why are they just gonna shut it off like this? Like, this is some bullshit. But then she doesn't die, and I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. She's definitely gonna die later, like, for sure. And didn't happen. I was like, oh my god, it's resilient. Like, what is going on here? And then you get introduced to all of the psychos. All of their friends are crazy. So
Mhm.
you're like, shit. The red herring game on this one, pretty tough.
It was
Yeah.
it was pretty good. Yeah, like I was like, maybe who they're showing us is too obvious. In my
Mhm.
head, that's one, but that's the fucking trick that they play, which I
Yeah.
appreciate about the Scream franchise. And it goes back to the beginning. It's like, we're not supposed to cheer for Billy,
No.
but we do.
Yeah.
I'm not cheering for these people though. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I get
I'm
it.
not cheering. I'm cheering for Billy and Stu because they're iconic in a way. But the rest of the Scream villains, I'm not cheering for them.
Oh shit. Kenny and KP just joined. What's up? So just so anybody's like checking this out, me and B are doing like our thoughts on Scream 5, but we're also recording the podcast and doing an Instagram live about it. So you guys can watch it or you guys should subscribe anyways. But yeah, we're doing so you can see both, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
We don't know. We don't know what's happening.
We're just fucking going for it.
I
You know
don't
what I'm saying? Fucking going for it. But
I don't
yeah,
know
I
how
don't
the
know.
audio sounds. Like, is it an echo? I don't fucking know.
It's not an echo on my end. I turned my volume down, but they can hear me. But
Okay, so Caitlin said she thought the boyfriend right away. Then it was like Dewey said that too. So I said maybe too obvious. Maybe too
Yeah.
obvious, like the original.
yeah, that's true.
How did fucking Firestarter come out of being shot and set on fire? She was like a fucking
Thank you.
machine.
So there's a funny little Easter egg about that. So they specifically did set her on fire to pay homage to Freddy Krueger. Like, it was the only reason. I know there's like weird. So this is the thing about this. Is like, I didn't like it as much until I heard all these like weird little
All the
things they
little
did.
tidbits about it. Okay.
Also, somebody says at the beginning, like, oh, the killer should be fucking bruised up, like from getting beat the hell out of by what's her name in the movie? Fucking
But the main
Tara.
character
Tara. We're supposed
to care about,
no,
Oh, no.
little girl, Tara.
the little girl, Jenny Ortega girl.
Yeah. So Tara
Okay.
beat the shit out of Ghostface, right? And they were like, well, they should be all bruised up. So we should know who it is. Motherfucker is bruised up in the hospital, that first scene,
Yeah.
and she covers it up
Yeah.
like immediately. You barely see it for a second.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
you're right.
motherfucker. I had to like go
Little
back. I was like,
things.
no
Little
way did they
things.
show that.
So,
But-
can we talk about how I forgot that the final girl in this movie was even a part of this movie because she sucked so bad?
Dude, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of her. I'm really not. Apparently she killed it in like In the Heights and like some other shit, but like I'm not a fan.
When I think
Honestly.
about this movie, I don't picture her at all.
No. Also, how funny is it though? Like the marketing of this. I don't picture her face when I see the marketing of this movie
Mm-mm.
at all. But like, there was like posters saying like the killer is on this poster. And you're
Right.
like, really? And fucking was like, like it's kind of crazy, but crazy that they did it. I mean, the final that's basically what we're doing this
Yes.
for, is like the
Sitting
ultimate
forever.
final girl. I mean, to cap off it's Women's History Month, we were like, what's the ultimate final girl? And it's obviously Sydney Prescott. So yeah, no, but the funny thing about Sid is like she gets shot, she gets stabbed, she's like the fucking Michael Myers of Final Girls. Like there's
The opposite end of like
yeah, but then
the
she's
good and
like
bad
she,
spectrum.
yeah, but then she's like, I'm good at the end of it, whatever. I can just sit on the end of an ambulance. I don't need to be in one because I just got gutted. I'm good.
Yeah.
But-
I know Caitlin knows Sydney Prescott is one of my favorite characters of all time. So
She's
I'm
top tier.
I'm glad that they brought her back, even just for. I feel like it was her part in this movie was minimal,
Yeah.
very a small part. So I'm curious if they bring her back in this new one at all.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly I don't know if she's her being my favorite character. I don't know if she's needed per se.
No.
She's off
not.
living her life with marrying
Yeah.
old Mark from Scream 3 and having kids and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's needed. Am I
No.
going to be bummed if she's not in the movie? Yes, but
I'm not.
I don't know if she needs to be in the movie.
All right. So here's all right. Ultimate fucking. This is what's happening in 6. Okay, for sure.
What? Yes. Okay.
This is what's happening in 6. Fucking Kirby's the killer.
Okay.
Okay. And Sam dies first. She's just out of the gate dead.
Is that the final girl from this movie?
Yeah. Sam dies first. Gail retires from her Good Morning America, comes back to Woodsboro because she's mourning Dewey and can't get over it.
Uh-huh.
That's how she gets involved with this new murder, whatever.
Mhm.
They cap off her thing as being, some epic fucking battle, but she dies just like Dewey did.
Gail
and then-
dies.
Yes, Gail's gonna die. 100%.
All right.
100% Gail's dying in this movie.
Okay.
And we're gonna look back at this in like 2-3 years when this shit comes out, and I'm gonna get all of this right. Okay. Knock on wood, I get this right. Look at the Irish. It's fucking St. Patty's Day.
Look at the Patrick.
Please kill Sam. Yes, fucking kill Sam, please. But yeah, so that's gonna happen, and then Kirby's gonna be the killer, and she's gonna kill Sam. Tara is gonna be the final girl.
Okay.
Okay. And they're gonna, do their whole duke it out. Probably Kirby's gonna die. Also Kirby's gonna have some weird role, like she's like a high school principal or some bullshit.
She can be a principal.
No, she's gonna be something. Like she'll be some weird like towny role,
Okay.
Hear me out.
She's gonna be the bartender at the local bar or something.
She might be the weird bar that all the high school kids can go to.
Yeah.
What is
not
that? Okay.
Not the principal.
No. Well, I'm saying she'll be something.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe she teaches their film class. Like she's a nerd in the
Oh
other one.
yeah. Sure, sure.
Okay. And then, a whole batch of people die probably. I'll bet that one of the twins gets stabbed again, but they don't die. If not both of them. They're going to fill the Dewey role, both of them, though.
Oh.
And the end of it caps off with Gail's funeral and Sydney's there.
Fuck. Okay.
And
That's pretty
scene.
good. And scene.
Oh yeah. Definitely Master P. Thanks, Kenny. Yes, Master P is going to come back with a Scream 6.
He has to. He's going to sing the song at Gail's funeral. I'm sorry.
Oh, 100%. But
Yeah.
it's not, and it's going to be like make you say, at the funeral.
Yeah, it's not going to be like a poetic thing.
He'll roll in with like a No Limit tank, and just sing the song.
Na 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 na.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's how it's gonna work. That is the plot. That's how it's gonna end.
I don't hate that.
Damn, that was
Because-
not positive.
No. Sam needs to go.
Sam's gonna die, obviously.
Yeah, she needs to go somewhere else.
I mean,
Um,
but I'm gonna bum you out real quick about Sam. When I was listening to the director commentary, these dudes were about that chick.
No, she
Like
sucked.
about her.
Bad.
And I was not. So I was like, oh god, these dudes.
And I hope I didn't put that in your head because I know I said that before you saw the movie.
No,
I know
no,
I
no.
didn't. I told you I was like, I don't believe her. Like
Very stiff.
she's so stiff. She's not.
So
It her to be a replacement for a Nev Campbell, Sidney Prescott type of character was
yeah. I mean, she's
questionable.
pretty and athletic and stuff, but like all like stuff that Sydney Prescott is, but she's not there as far as like tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. When we were watching it, Meg was like, "Yo, this chick sucks, right?" And I was like, "Oh, like I didn't like
I didn't want to say her, but
yeah,
I did.
like in my heart of hearts, I don't want to say it, but like, yeah, like I'm not into it. Like
The main characters, yeah, I wish the main characters were more involved. Maybe they'll be more involved in the next movie.
yeah, you know what? It's crazy when listening to all that stuff. They said Liv, the girl that gets shot in the face in the party, the
Okay.
random
Oh,
girlfriend
like
to
the
the
friends?
twins. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said that she had an even smaller role before. I was like, what? How could it be smaller? Like she said like 3 lines, but like I don't know. I was thinking about it. Like what could they have done less? Like she didn't have shit. She just gets shot in the face like randomly.
Yeah. I don't know.
With
know about
Dewey's
that.
gun, nonetheless, like kind of crazy.
I hope they give Jenna Ortega more stuff in the next one. That's all I can hope for. And they
Yeah.
hopefully, I don't fucking know.
Well,
Sam
who's your killer for number 6?
Well, now you got me all hyped about fucking Kirby being the killer. So I can't rationalize anybody else in my mind.
Yeah.
Both the twins survived, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They
But
did the
there's
thumbs
no
up to each other.
way-
And
But there's no way that descendants of fucking Randy would be the killer. That's not
no.
something that they would do. So now I'm like, damn, Curry would be cool. And they had the Easter egg of her being in the YouTube clips or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, okay, so they had the boyfriend, Randy Quaid, or whatever. I don't fucking remember his name. Jack Quaid. I don't fucking
Jack
remember his
Quaid.
name.
Yeah.
Jack Quaid. They had a scene of him in a hotel room by himself watching these YouTube videos, acting like he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I didn't like that
It's weird.
because like I understand why they did it because they were like, oh, we're gonna swerve you, but it's also like, why show us a scene that's a whole lie? Because obviously he knew what was going on.
Yeah, I think that was like, I know it was a lie, but like, I think that whole scene is just like the build that he's like a stab fanatic. Like that's all he was doing was just
Mm-mm.
watching.
But he was but in the hotel room by himself, talking to himself, he was acting like he didn't know what was going on with the Stab Scream franchise.
Yeah,
So I was
that
like,
was all just that was a joke. Yeah,
I didn't like that. I
yeah.
don't
No,
really
it's
like
weird. It was weird.
that. Yeah,
But
that's kind of what, I don't know. Like, at least in the first one or whatever, when it was the boyfriend, they didn't show us him. They didn't show us like a, I don't know. They didn't gaslight us about who he was.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If he was in the room with someone else, sure. But he was
Yeah.
in the room by himself talking about YouTube videos about this stuff that he already knew about. It didn't make
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. It was weird. Um,
Right?
yeah. All right, so we don't go too long. What are your final thoughts on Scream 5 and what you just
Well, I feel
anything?
like I need to watch it again because you've watched it like more than I have. Because I saw it in theaters and I need to watch it on digital, I suppose. But I had it ranked above Scream 3, and now I think I'm changing my mind. Now I think it's my lowest ranked.
Oh wow.
movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Even with all the Easter eggs and throwbacks and everything?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's my lowest ranked one.
Damn.
It changes. I don't know. Like when it first came out, I put it above Scream 3, not above Scream 4 because that's my number 2. But I just, yeah, no. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, no.
Okay. Um, all right, so to get my ranking, you're gonna have to go and check out Anyone Can Die podcast featuring your boy with Nathaniel and Kenny. It should be out pretty soon if it hasn't already come out by the time you're listening to this. But final thoughts are, I think it's I don't know this for fact, but it feels like there was more Ghostface in this movie than there's ever been. Like in the other movies, you kind of glimpse him, or it's like a quick little fight and he runs away type of
Okay.
thing. I liked and appreciated like the long drawn out shots of like, all right, so my perfect example is of what I'm talking about is in the kitchen at the beginning when him and Jenna Ortega are fighting. He gets kicked or something and gets down and like does this like super menacing like pull himself back up, right? I think
Okay.
it's either right before or right after he breaks her leg. And it's like hella creepy. You're like, oh wow, this dude ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? It was obviously her best friend, which is super fucked up. But yeah, like gets up and like it's almost like a bitch, you about to die. Like that is the face that this mask is giving me, right?
Right.
And obviously they leave her alive, but like there's shit like that in the whole thing. Like there's close-ups of the mask for like extended periods of time. They actually turn on the fucking voice modifier in the hospital. And there's like a long walking scene of them talking. And like you don't see that in the other ones.
Yeah.
It's fleeting. Ghostface is an actual like fleshed out like you there's no mannerisms and shit you can point out from the other ones, right?
Yeah.
This one you
Those
kind of
all
can.
different people, so
Yeah, it's all different people, but at the same time there's no like defining characteristics of the character. Like it's
Yeah.
more like running around, stabbing, whatever.
When
This
he
one,
when whoever killed Sheriff Juke D in broad daylight, I was like, oh shit. Like killed her on her fucking
Yeah,
front
that-
porch.
I was about to say that too. Like there is I thought about it before. There are a few daytime killings. None of them are that broad daylight.
It honestly felt like more, it felt like it elevated this is not a word I wanted to use, but it made the movie a little bit more sadistic,
yeah, well,
like in the middle of the day on her own front porch.
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Sheriff Judy.
oh my God. Like you just butchered the sheriff in her front yard. Like,
Mhm. At like 2:15 in the
yeah.
afternoon.
Like, holy shit. But like we talked about this on Anyone Can Die, but this particular set of killers is what is the most brutal of all of them. Like,
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. Yeah.
yeah, just from, and like it doesn't, from the first fight you're like, oh shit, like, you know, she gets slashed or whatever, and then they do the whole back and forth about I'm in your house, I'm not in your house type of thing.
Yeah.
But then when you really feel like the game has changed, like the shock, you know, like the shock of the original one was turning on the lights in the porch and like seeing the boyfriend, right?
Right.
But the shock in this one is this killer doesn't just like creep on her, he breaks her leg, he
He
incapacitates
breaks her
her.
leg. Yeah.
You know, like it is, you're not getting away. Like you can fight back,
Yeah.
but you're not going anywhere.
I also think that is a testament to how horror fans have evolved with
Yeah.
the horror movie and slasher genre in particular, because we're all so desensitized from seeing certain things on screen. We're just like, yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So I feel like they had to kind of up their ante and up their violence game.
Yeah.
And this one for sure, because we've seen so many
Gnarly murders and stuff.
gnarly things, not just in the slasher genre, but in other genres too, where we're all kind of like,
Yeah.
okay,
Like, all right, whatever.
not a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's not anything to us anymore. But the thing about the first one is we can go back to it and it's a perfect fucking film. It's perfect.
Yeah. It does. There's certain things about Scream 1. Shout out to everybody that keeps joining this Instagram live, by the way. It's kind of dope. There's certain things about Scream 1 that date it, which is kind of funny. Like, and like I think there's things about this one. I was listening to other people talk about it that are gonna date it, like the home security thing on your phone, like locking it and unlocking it. So the thing in Scream 1 that dates it is like she's in a chat room at the beginning, like fucking talking to 911. Like no one can do that. Okay. I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So there's that. Oh, God damn it.
One is like she's, you know, you can turn your security system on and off with your phone, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot more evolved, which I feel like in this day and age, it's hard to make things scary when there's so much technology to keep you safe.
Yeah.
So if you can figure out a way to make people and things scary again in the modern world, I think you're doing a great thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
Here's a question for you. Were you scared at all?
No.
Yeah. No.
But I was. It's because I was excited though to see it.
Yeah.
I think I'm the fucking stereotype of the movie. You know, like the whole thing is about toxic fandom. Like I don't think I'm toxic, but I'm definitely a huge fan. Right. So it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, this is just awesome. Like I love seeing these characters back and like seeing what they're gonna do or what they're not gonna do. So it's more like it's not a, I don't know. It's not anything that I was scared of. I thought it was cool the way that they did some stuff, but nothing was scary.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, nothing was shocking really.
Would you think that people younger than us who have not explored the horror genre as thoroughly as we have, like a teenager going to see this movie, do you think they would be scared? Do you think that they would be like, oh my God, that's a scary movie?
It might hit different for them. Like their lives are much different growing up than ours are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I think that they'll never understand our level,
no,
and we'll never understand their level
no.
of like what's
Well,
scary.
we could probably sympathize with it, but yeah, we won't understand it like they do. Like the whole locking and unlocking the house with the app thing was probably scary to them, but like in some way. But
Yeah.
that shit is like, bro, put a bolt on that thing, you know?
I got
Yeah.
a security camera though that unlocks the house with the app though.
Oh
It's
god.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great. It's fun stuff.
God damn it. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard question to ask, but all in all, I liked it. I'm glad that they're gonna keep it going, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
But with that, I think we should sign off of this.
sure.
Anyways, if you liked this, we hope you guys like this shit. It was kind of fun. We should probably maybe do some more of this kind of stuff.
This is fun live. I like this live. When my little friends joined, and Caitlin and Reed, and I like it.
Yeah, we'll do more live
It's
stuff.
fun.
So stay tuned to that. That'll be cool. And maybe we'll do everything live. Fuck it. We'll do this and then we'll just like put it live. Who cares?
Do it
Fuck
live.
it.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't care either.
Maybe I'll switch these. Dude.
Who's calling you?
Work is tripping right now.
Work at 9 o'clock
It-
at night.
It's a one of those emergency
Okay,
notification
I was about to
bullshits.
say, like work. Hold on, time out. We need to
Yeah,
have a,
no.
we need to
Then-
have a boundary conversation.
Girl, I'm not answering that. Are you kidding me? They can leave me a message.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, all in all, appreciate everybody that's joined in on the live on the IG. And I hope you like this stuff. If you like all of Brittany's contents, go and check out her Brittany But Spooky YouTube channel. And do you actually put it out as a podcast? No. Okay.
I'm working on some things. It's really hard for me to work like 13 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and then
Yeah.
you're kind of brain dead on the rest of the week. But I'm working on some other stuff, so it's follow me on things.
Yeah, go and check out B on all of her stuff.
Sobros Network and all that.
Yeah,
all
check out her
that stuff.
Sobra stuff. Go and check out her Brittany's Brew Reviews, which we recorded right before this. And yeah, it's cool. I mean, I think Brittany does cool shit for Quick Sixer, so go check her shit out. If you like all this Scream talk, I hope you checked out, or you're gonna check out, the Anyone Can Die podcast with Nathaniel Covington and Kenny Bond. Friends of the show, they've been on the show. Go and check out their episode. It was a lot of fun. And actually, they'll be making an appearance. They should have made an appearance in this one before this section came out of it. So it's going to be interesting how this turns out. But anyways, yeah, go check it out. Hope you like it. We're out. Fuck it.
That's it. Bye.
Okay.